Hi nerds, welcome back and welcome to my bathroom. So as you can see from the title, I'm going to be washing my own hair with dog shampoo for a week. A lot of groomers do actually do this if they do run out of their own shampoo, but I think that's more like a temporary solution rather than doing it for an extended amount of time. So I really wanted to try it, see what happens. I'm kind of going stir crazy in lockdown right now, so you know, we'll see what happens with this. And if you've been following my channel for a little while, you probably recognize these two little babies. So these are the Millie shampoo bottles that I reviewed for the very first video of the channel. I've come a pretty long way since. If you go and watch that, I'll link it up in one of the corners, wherever it comes up, I don't remember. You'll see how much I've developed as a content creator. I was so awkward back then, and I think I'm slightly less awkward now, I don't know. But anyway, kind of going off track here. So I'm kind of confident that these shampoos will do me good because I know that dog shampoos are so heavily tested in the EU in comparison to, just one moment, this is what I use on a daily basis. I think I get 2 bottles for like £1.80 or something at the moment, so it's not exactly like I'm spoiling my hair with some really good quality stuff right now. So in comparison, I'm pretty sure the Millie shampoo is gonna really treat my hair, but on the downside, I don't have a conditioner on me. So we'll see what happens. I've got a ton of really fine hair, so it does tangle really easily. So I am kind of concerned that my hair is just gonna be like a massive crow's nest for the next week. And equally, I'm worried that it will strip my purple off completely. But luckily that's easily fixed, so you know, that's only a minor downside really. And what I'm gonna do as well, I'm gonna try doing different things to my hair for the week. So what I'm gonna do, I'll probably wash my hair every other day, I'd imagine. I usually only do it a couple times a week, if that, when my hair is this kind of colour. That's just to kind of preserve the funkiness for a little bit longer. It's still nice and bright. I've washed it a couple times. But anyway, so today I'm going to fully brush and blow dry, and then I'll just completely let it air dry, just leave it completely unbrushed. The next time I will brush it and let it air dry, and then the last wash I will probably do some kind of styling to it and see how the styling sticks. That's just for a little bit of variety. So I'm just gonna hop in the shower and get started. Okay, so I'm all showered. I've just towel dried slightly. My hair doesn't feel too bad, luckily. Usually if I don't condition my hair at all, it just feels like straw, but you know, that shampoo's done pretty well. A lot of colour did run out as well, which kind of freaked me out a little bit. Obviously this colour is literally just semi-permanent. It's not supposed to stick around forever, but the amount of dye that came out in one go was a bit alarming, so we'll see how much purple I have left in my hair after the week. But I'm just gonna brush through and blow dry my hair and see how I get on with that. You know what, that doesn't look half bad. I can really tell that I've lost a lot of the colour though. It's not quite as vibrant anymore. It looks interesting. It doesn't look awful as of now. You know what, that actually looks quite cool on camera. Might not look quite as nice. You know, I'll live with it. Anyway, dried pretty quick, but that's kind of what I was expecting anyway from that shampoo, because it dries dogs really quick. So why shouldn't it dry my hair quick, you know? It feels nice. I'm actually really surprised how like conditioned my hair feels, considering that it's not a conditioner at all. I used the rhubarb and black plum today. Can't smell it on my hair at all, but that doesn't really bother me anyway with shampoos. But I'm just gonna sort of get on with my day, and I will see you for the next wash. Good morning. I'm not quite awake yet. I've been awake for about an hour now. This whole being in lockdown thing is just completely throwing my routine out of the window. It's so weird. Anyway, I'm quite enjoying this shampoo, I've got to be honest. I was worried that my hair would become really unmanageable and really knotty and horrible without any conditioner, but so far it's actually been really nice. I do tend to just tie my hair up when I'm at home, which is right now 24/7, so it's not been brushed since I washed it, I don't think, and it's not too bad. Like there's a couple knots in there, but it's not too bad. So today I'm just literally gonna wash and towel dry, and that's it, and let it air dry dry and see how it is afterwards, if it's going to turn into that massive crow's nest as I'm worried. But I'm just going to update you once I've washed it and once it's dry. Okay. My hair is feeling like such a mess today. It's feeling really just dry. I used the peppermint and lime today, which is supposed to be more like a deep cleaning one for dirty dogs. I have a feeling that it removes a lot of grease out of the hair, so it's not feeling the best. I'm kind of curious to see if this sort of like after wash curl I get stays if I don't touch it, and if I get any kind of volume out of this as well. But I will catch you when it's all dry. Okay, well, crow's nest achieved. Oh boy, this is so dry. I'm gonna try brushing this rat's nest out and see what happens. But definitely missing the conditioner today. I do really think it's because of that shampoo I used. I'm probably gonna stick to the rhubarb and plum from now on because my hair cannot cope with this. This is too dry. Okay, well, I'm gonna torture myself for about 10 minutes while I brush all of this out. Okay, it's actually not too awful. Like, I can see that it's fading, like loads just here, and a lot of dye did come out again, but you know, at least now I know what shampoo strips out this hair colour if I ever get bored and want to change it up a little bit. But I'm definitely gonna have to recolour my hair after my little experiment, but you know, that's just something else to do. Would you guys like to see me do my hair? I know it's nothing to do with the channel itself, but I know a lot of groomers are really creative and, you know, show their personalities a little bit through their hair. So if you want me to just kind of film it, obviously I'm not a hairstylist, I don't really know what I'm doing, but if you'd like me to film it, let me know and I will make it happen. I'll probably still hang out with my faded hair for a couple weeks, but I don't think I'm going to be using that peppermint shampoo again. It was quite harsh on my hair. It feels really dry in comparison to the rhubarb and plum shampoo, so I think I'll stick to that one and actually wash my dog with the other one. But I'm gonna hang out with my straw hair today and I'll catch you for the next wash. Okay, so my previous wash, I didn't really, you know, do anything different. I literally just washed my hair and brushed it through and then just let it air dry, so I don't really feel much of that. And today I've just skipped showing you, you know, my wet hair and all that. Today I'm just gonna try styling my hair a little bit. I'm gonna curl my hair. Curls don't really tend to stick to my hair at all because he's so fine and so smooth. Thank you for the input. So just see how that goes and I will update you guys in a bit. That's sort of, you know, unrelated to my actual video. You know, I have been furloughed since the second lockdown started, and we are hopefully looking at starting to call people and book their dogs in this week, depending on what Boris says this week. I think he's got some kind of announcement today. It is Monday today, and then they are deciding something again on Thursday. So hopefully we'll get some clarity on what's going on. I know quite a few groomers have stayed open through this, but unfortunately our council did actually tell us that we can't stay open. So we've literally just stayed open for food deliveries. Our biggest shop does raw food, so we've been able to at least do that. But the smaller shop I'm working at, that's just closed for the month, and I honestly cannot wait to go back to work. I have been so bored. Luckily I've had, you know, walls to paint and stuff like that, but other than that, it's been pretty boring, and I'm not the kind of person who just likes sitting down and doing nothing all day. I have to do something, and this lockdown my other half has been able to carry on working, so you know, I've been literally on my own. I've had my dog, but you know, he doesn't talk back to me, so he's been, you know, pretty boring. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to going back to work, and we're going straight back into the Christmas rush, which is going to be interesting. I'm probably going to end up having to work 6-day weeks all the way through to Christmas to fit everyone back in and offer some extra appointments to people who can't fit their dogs elsewhere, because that is a very big possibility for a lot of people who have had to close. But it's been frustrating because there wasn't a clear answer, like a clear yes or no answer like there was for so many other businesses, like hairdressers, beauty places, anything like that. There was a clear no, you cannot stay open. Ours was very wishy-washy and oh well, welfare needs. But you know, what is welfare really if you think about it? Like regular grooming for some dogs might mean welfare, because if they don't get groomed, their owners may may be old or have disabilities or anything like that, and they're just not physically able to look after their dog's coat. So without the professional grooming, the coat might just get matted in the time that we're closed. But you know, there's nothing we could do. Once the council said no, that was pretty much it for us, because you know, the council's going to be the one issuing the fines, and they now know that we've asked for permission to stay open and they've said no. So they could easily do a spot check, see if we're grooming, and if we are, they'll just, you know, fine us for that. And it's really frustrating. Obviously we're a small business, we're not this huge corporation like Pets at Home, who probably have some funds behind them to sort of survive stuff like this, and they can still carry on being open because they have got the pet shop side and all that, you know, so they're fine. But for small businesses like us, it's just devastating, and I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat. But hopefully we get some kind of clarity on it in the next couple of days, but we will see. Okay, hair is now curled. It looks quite pretty. I don't usually get this kind of curl without any kind of product in my hair, so that's a good start. I'm just gonna take the dog out for a walk, get on with my day, you know, do bits and pieces around the house and see how this lasts throughout the day. It's nearly 1 in the afternoon, so I'm not gonna get like a full day's wear out of this, but we'll see what happens and I will catch you guys in a bit. Okay, it's been about an hour and this is the state of my hair, so I think it's safe to say that dog shampoo definitely doesn't do anything for styling, but that's fine. That wasn't really the purpose of my experiment anyway. But overall, this was quite fun to try out. I would say obviously this was just, you know, for a bit of entertainment for you guys and a bit of something for me to do while I'm stuck at home all the time. Okay, so on the plus side, my hair feels absolutely fantastic. I wasn't doubting the shampoo anyway. You know, I'm a huge fan of Millie's, as you guys probably know from, you know, watching my other Millie's videos. And I'm not really missing the conditioner that much. You know, my hair's a bit more tangly when I need to brush it through after a shower. But after that, I haven't actually noticed that my hair gets that tangled, especially when I just have it up, you know, in a bun all day when I'm doing stuff around the house, and I sometimes even sleep with the bun in and all that, and it's not been that bad. But obviously dog shampoo isn't designed for us to use. The pH balance is going to be completely different, so I wouldn't recommend doing this, you know, long term. But if you're in a pinch with shampoo, you can definitely use some dog grooming shampoo and it's not going to harm your hair. The only downside, as I've mentioned loads of times in this video, is that it does really fade your color. So if you like, you know, having wild hair color like I do that isn't permanent, it does wash out pretty quick. So do keep that in mind if you're using dog shampoo on a more like a regular basis. But this was a really fun video to do, especially now that I'm not working and I'm not able to get regular content out for you guys. This is, you know, just a bit of a stopgap. But if you'd like me to do different challenges, do let me know, even if it's not completely dog grooming related, like, you know, this wasn't really. But thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did like it, do leave a little thumbs up. It does really help out my channel, and leave a comment down below if you did want me to do any kind of challenges in the future, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss my next upload. Bye guys.